Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the morning report. Questions, tickers, throw in the comment box. We'll get started here in a minute. What's up, Shelby? Of course, my video froze. Hate when that does that. So it seems like it froze on Instagram, but not on YouTube. It's very strange. We'll start here in a minute, guys. Good morning. Folks on, give me a mic check. Let me know my mic's working. Oh, it's froze on YouTube too? All right. Well, that figures. That's right. You guys can watch me frozen. You guys can hear me anyway. You guys can see my charts. That's the most important part, guys. Get to see with me with my head turned. It won't diminish the information. You just won't see the bobblehead moving around. All right, thanks for the mic check there. I tell you, this is why I'm selling NVIDIA. You see my background that's frozen there, folks? That is NVIDIA's, what's that called? That is called NVIDIA Broadcast. I have the latest, greatest of their chips. And look, it's a piece of shit. Spend $5,000 on a computer that keeps freezing. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get started. I wonder if no, that's all right. We'll just do the charts. Don't worry about me being frozen. I can see you. All right. So let's get into the report. Happy, what is today? The 22nd of December. Only a couple days before the fat man in the red suit shows up to bring joy to all the kids across the world. All right, so data, there's none today. Guys, my lives, I'll be on today, Tuesday, and Friday. I won't be on Christmas Eve. There are limited trading hours on Christmas Eve. I'm not even going to bother. That's going to be my trading schedule. Also, I put it in my story. Let's talk about MES. If you guys watched my if you're in my channels and you watched my report, I predicted all this. At my weekly update, I always do a weekly update, and I talked about these flag formations that were coming in, half-mass formations in the indices we're going to run. All right, so open price 6906. That's the S&P 500, folks. The futures products. High day 60. New high day 6920. Low a day 6919. Resistance at high day in 6950. Support at low day in 6885. The bias long above 6900. Look at this, guys. Look at the momentum read we have with my matrix indicator that I've created based on my education and experience. When that green hits, that is a severe gas pedal. Look what's happening. This is exclusive to our war room. The next primary read opportunity will be a buy around 69.16. Mean reversion levels are 7,000 and 6,500. If you have questions or tickers, you can throw them in the comment box. I know I'm frozen, but that's all right. The information is still flowing, folks. All right. Let's get into RTY. Oh, looky. Momentum indicator says buy. RTY M2K, this is the Russell 2000, open price 25.50, high day 25.62, low a day 25.49, resistance at high day in 25.55, support at low a day in 2500, the bias long above our white line at 25.51. Our next primary read opportunity is here at about 25.60 if we get that read. Look at that VWAP trade. Beautiful. Look at this, guys. My traders. I mean, obviously this was 4 in the morning. It's nice to see the setup. Cross, gas pedal, explosion. Those three confluences predicted that. It's one of the ways we trade. Mean reversions here are 2,400 and 2,700 in the in the Russell 2000. Again, welcome questions, tickers from the comment box. We'll get to them here in a minute. Let's talk about gold. Everybody's talking about gold. Welcome to breakout day. What I mean is XAU and futures all hit highs that we finally broke out. That's this red box right here. And then if you see XAU, if you're a spot trader, we broke out of that red box, the all-time high 4,400. We'll probably come. I like buying a retest if anybody's interested. We'll be walking people through this trade, but we said buy a long time ago. And we've given you plenty of opportunities. As we get into the futures product, subtract 34 from the numbers I give you to understand where spot is. Open price 43.69, high day 44.62. Did I have a new high day? 63. Low day 43.69, resistance at high day at 4,500, support at low day and 44.39. The bias is long above the white line at 43.50. I'm sorry, 44.22. I had that wrong in my report. I'll have to fix it for my guys. The daily's long. Mean inversion levels are 4,500 and 4,100. All right, so keep an eye on those. Double checking everything. So one of the things when you come to my war room, I have all the key levels, indicators on here, and I walk everybody through trade plans. It's a beautiful thing. You should set a goal for 2026 to be in my war room and learn and make money. Links in the bio, folks. All right, silver. Silver just exploded. We knew it was going to go to 69 because it was already 69 in China. When this was like 66, it was already 69 in China. That was the easiest trade ever, right? On a swing for XAG, add 4 cents. We're in backwardation, meaning that there's a heavy demand on spot, and we might go deeper into backwardation. This is only going to keep moving. Open price 67.53, high day 69.53, low day 67.46, resistance at high day and 70, support at low day and 66. We will see 70 today, guys. Support at low day and 66. The bias is long above 68.40, and the daily is long. Mean inversions are 60 and 70. I'm not touching this intraday, but this is a great swing trade opportunity. I own a lot of physical silver. The next buying opportunity is, see, look, got this VWAP. We're going to get the five-minute cross here, folks. And you just wait for early recovery and then aggressive bullish. And we'll probably break up to 70. So right there, $69 approximately. We'll call this one in the war room. I do have some folks that are like to trade it. So platinum, let's talk about it. Again, questions, stickers, throw them in the comment box. We'll get to them shortly here. Let me double check. See how everything's going over there. All right. Bring up my... All right. So platinum. Open price 2015, high day 21.28, low day 2015, resistance at high day and 21.50, support at low day, I'm sorry, 20.50 and then low day, and bias long above 20.75. Did I not? Well, put it in report, but I did not move marker. So our next long opportunity, it's coming in at about 21.15. Keep an eye on that. I am swinging platinum right now, and I am long from 1940. I like swinging platinum. Guys, palladium. Make sure if you're in one of my groups, you go watch that video. Palladium is going to be a great swing opportunity. That is explosive move. I'm looking to buy palladium today. All right. The NYMO oscillators, guys, are neutral at 4 and 3, and VIX is at 15. So looks like onward and upward we head in the markets. I'm going to talk about my swing trades real quick, and then I'm going to answer your questions. So throw them in the chat, or you're going to miss out. I'll throw up Netflix's chart here so I can have a chart to use. Tesla's at 487. We may see a challenge of 500. It's rejected there a couple times. Nvidia, it's 184. Listen, I talk about this one all the time. That all-time high anchored VWAP in Nvidia. Remember, I called this a buy back in April at $100. That all-time high anchored VWAP's 86. I'm going to look to exit on its reaction here. I'm not holding Netflix unless it closes above that, and I can set a stop loss right below it. Locking in maximum products. I just think Nvidia is falling apart. It's my opinion. Do your own due diligence, but it's time to get paid in this trade. BBAI is at 635. QBTS is 2782. Really, all the quantum, Ion Q, Pony had a breakout. They're all moving, guys. And you know, when there's that much selling in the market, you just have to buy. I mean, you can't sit there and be scared all the time. All right. Bitcoin's at 89.7. Ethereum is 3,047. It's just sitting there stuck. I think it's just sitting on a shelf waiting to drop. If you want to learn this, I'll offer money back guarantee on my course. I have a free Discord. Link is in the bio. I know my screen is frozen, but you can see my charts. Anyway, take a 7-day trial and trade with me every day, New York Open. All right, let me see what questions you guys have. We'll get to those questions, and then I'll talk about my pre-market volume leader. You'll want to stick around for that. All right, looking over to YouTube. Thanks for the mic check, guys. I don't know. This damn chart freezes all the time. That's NVIDIA. That's why I said I'm selling this shit. I have their latest, greatest chip with their latest, greatest software, and you can see how it freezes all the time. It's worthless. After taking profit on gold is another opportunity to buy here before Christmas. It looks like it. I mean, join my Discord, and we can talk about that. I think that buy any discount in the metals right now. We'll measure out the key levels for you. All right, checking out Instagram and you guys with questions. Let me scroll back here again. Zakir entry in XAU. At or near the breakout level. Do you know what the breakout level was? I know you do. At or near that red box. So it came within, this is on the 5-minute time frame. Don't let me scare you with fractals that fast. So anytime you get close to this red box, get in right now. Stop loss on the other side of the red box. So if you're trying to swing this, you have like a 25-point stop loss, and then try to swing it for 100 points, back up to 4,500 perhaps. Shred to the bone. Yep, we're getting it, bro. Let's get it. All right. Let's scroll down. Guys, hopefully you guys are all following me on Instagram. Go over, follow me on YouTube also at Student Off. I have exclusive content there. Let's get to my pre-market volume leader. All right. My pre-market volume leader is SIDU, SIDU. It's a pre-market volume leader on a move up of 56% on news of receiving a Department of Defense contract in the missile defense space. Previous day close was $1.15. That's my low fib. Pre-market high was $1.70. My area, or not $1.70. Oh, look at it. Set a new pre-market high. We have to adjust. Remember, always adjust your fibs pre-market. She's running. This started to form a half mass. So my area of interest is 155 to 170. We're now going to have to lift this up because we got to play the VWAP with it. So 155 to 175 right now. I like a touch there and then run. Although it has significant resistance at about 220 if you zoom out on the chart. But you notice that my area of interest is this red VWAP, which is the high since its last split, not its all-time high. You have to take splits into consideration. If you don't understand this is why you need to be a student of mine in today's VWAP. So that's created the zone at which I'm willing to buy and then ride this up. So I'm hunting 10% here. I don't see it as a scalp to swing, but I do see it as a 10% trade should you get into it. And of course, we trade this live in my War Room. And guys, I post this trade in my free Discord under pre-market plan if you just want to see the numbers. But if you want to trade it live, you got to come to my VIP. Outstanding. Let me see if you guys have any other questions. Again, I know I'm frozen. Trading this week, we're going to trade. I'll be on live tomorrow. I see a ticker. We'll do another ticker. ASTS, Carl. Satellites, huh? It's like I don't know these tickers. I've done them a ton. You can see how many times I've TA'd this. Let me. Yeah, it's looking. Look at this. Funny thing, my brother and I traded this thing back when it was these prices, way down here. Craig, you remember that? How nice would it have been to hold this thing? We owned this like for a buck. Look at that. $79. Literally owned this thing on and off through this. Like you can see back here what I was doing back in 2022. You know, that would have been crazy. Right now, it's looking pretty good. You do have a downward channel. I'm on a daily here. You have overhead resistance at 80. Downside support at 65. Let's get in even closer. Let's get in even, guys. And I teach you guys how to do this. And I teach this. We're bullish on the hour. I would look for a throwback, honestly, here. You got because you're coming into resistance, unless they're dropping. What they got? News catalyst down here. This is just some news stories. That's what these lightning bolts are on TradingView, guys. They're catalysts or news stories. So look at this. ASTS Space Mobile Chief Operating Officer sells 10,000 shares. Guys, inside sells are not significant. Inside buys are. Yeah, if I would have held on to it, I know. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. I'd look for a discount right here. 70 is psychological pricing. 65 if you can get there. If you own it and you need a stop loss idea, you can always tag me in my free Discord. Guys, that's what the free Discord is for. We take this conversation and we go over to our free Discord because I'm limited here, right? And it gives you a chance. This is just a secondary trend. Clearly, guys, you can see what's known as the primary trend here. All right, so where's that median price? Yeah, 60. Yeah, 62 to 65 might be a decent discount. You can actually see the wedge it's forming here. It looks like it's going to continue to chop up. Look at these bad earnings reports down here. When this thing has a good earnings report, it's probably going to explode. All right, like I said, my pre-market volume, harsh, you're late, man. My pre-market volume leader, we're going to look for it between the VWAPs. All right, we have to shift that around. I'll call it live in my room. Guys, you get 7 free days in my VIP to even see if it's worth trading with me. You bet, Carl. You too. Have a good Christmas. So come in and see me. I've got to leave. I'm going to go trade with my traders. I'm on live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So you guys come in late, set your alarm clock, and be here about 20 minutes early, and you get the full report. And if I don't see you guys have a good Christmas.